What if three nations, thousands of miles apart, could influence the stability of the entire world? For decades, the relationship between Iran, Israel, and the United States has shaped global conversations about diplomacy, security, and international cooperation. Their disagreements have sparked debates in government halls, newsrooms, and everyday conversations across the planet. But how did this complicated relationship begin? And why does it continue to matter today? Stay with this story, because the final piece reveals why the future of this relationship could affect far more than just these three countries. The turning point. The modern chapter of this story begins in 1979 during the Iranian Revolution. Before this moment, Iran and the United States maintained a close partnership. Political and economic ties connected the two nations. However, the revolution dramatically reshaped Iran's leadership and its direction in global politics. As new leaders came to power, the relationship between Iran and the United States changed rapidly. Trust weakened, communication became limited, and disagreements began to grow. This shift also influenced Iran's relationship with Israel. Over time, political differences between the two countries became more visible, creating a rivalry that would shape regional discussions for decades. A growing regional rivalry. As the years passed, Iran and Israel developed very different visions for the future of the Middle East. Both nations formed alliances with other countries that shared similar interests. These alliances created a complex political landscape where diplomacy, strategy, and influence all played a role. Because the United States has long been one of Israel's strongest allies, it often found itself deeply involved in discussions surrounding the region. This connection added another layer to the already complicated relationship among the three nations. The nuclear debate. One of the most widely discussed issues between these countries has been Iran's nuclear program. Many international leaders have debated how the program should be monitored and what role it should play in global security. In 2015, several major world powers and Iran reached an agreement known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. The goal of the agreement was to place limits on Iran's nuclear activities while easing certain economic restrictions placed on the country. At the time, many saw it as a major step toward reducing tensions through diplomacy. However, discussions about the agreement and its future have continued to evolve, showing just how complex the issue remains. Why the world is watching. The relationship between Iran, Israel, and the United States reaches far, beyond their borders. The Middle East plays a key role in global energy supply, trade routes, and international security discussions. Because of this, political developments in the region can influence economies, diplomacy, and cooperation across the world. That is why leaders, analysts, and citizens continue to watch these relationships closely, hoping that dialogue and understanding will guide the path forward. The final thought, retention moment. History shows that relationships between nations are rarely simple. They are shaped by past events, evolving priorities, and the search for stability. Understanding the story behind these tensions helps us see the bigger picture, not just the disagreements, but also the opportunities for dialogue and cooperation in the future. And perhaps the most important question remains: what role will diplomacy play in shaping the next chapter of this story? If you found this story insightful and want more clear explanations about global events and history, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share it with others who want to understand the world better. Because sometimes, understanding the past is the first step toward shaping a better future.